All right, we're looking back on the year in Bitcoin tonight, and it's a very sad tale, with some calling it crypto mayhem. We're going to show you now a chart which shows the decline of the cryptocurrency this year. Remember, Bitcoin went from $16,000 at the start of January, falling to below $4,000 recently. That means that the price has been chopped by 2/3. Let's get a perspective from Luno, which is a global cryptocurrency company, to discuss. We're joined by the country's country manager, Marius Reitz. Thank you for being with us, Marius. So firstly, do you believe this is the end, or is this just another crash that'll lead to another rise? What's going to happen?
Good question. That's one that I don't know the answer to be honest. I think commenting on the Bitcoin price really is like taking a shot in the dark. You don't know, and commenting on the Bitcoin price in the short term really can be inaccurate. So for us at Luno, we conducted research earlier this year, and we found that 69% of respondents indicated that they have some level of familiarity with cryptocurrency, and 23% of respondents indicated ownership, or that they have owned cryptocurrency before. So that really is encouraging figures to us. Bitcoin is 10 years old.
Who were these respondents? So how widespread is it? I feel like everybody and their dog is invested in Bitcoin at the moment, but how do we really know?
So we commissioned TNS Kantar. They surveyed 1,200 people across South Africa, taking into account the demographic, income groups, different provinces. So it was a real accurate cross-section of the population of South Africa.
You must believe in Bitcoin because your company is linked to it. Just tell me a bit briefly what Luno does.
So we're a global cryptocurrency wallet provider. We make it easy for people to buy, store, and learn more about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company started in South Africa back in 2013. We've expanded to 40 countries across the globe with our head office in London. We signed up our 2 millionth customer earlier this year, and we are really growing rapidly despite the fall in the Bitcoin price. We've opened our Johannesburg office in October, and we're also launching in 20 new countries across Africa in the new year.
All right, let's bring up that graph that I told you about, showing the fall in Bitcoin this year, really from 16,000 Rand to 4,000 Rand. But some are pointing out that this has happened before. There's been drops and then peaks and troughs, and maybe Bitcoin is defying kind of that old mentality of what you expect once things start going down.
Look, I think it's a new technology. With any new technology, there comes risks and uncertainty. We've been through price falls like this plenty of times over the past 5 years. This really isn't anything new to us. We don't really monitor the Bitcoin price at the office at all, to be honest. We just continue focusing on making it easy for people to buy cryptocurrency and to learn more about cryptocurrency. So essentially, our role is to bridge what we call the current financial system and the new future financial system. So make it easy for people to deposit their rands into the Luno accounts and buy cryptocurrency on Luno.
What I'm concerned about is that, yes, it's this new currency, new way of doing things, but everybody's speculating. Nobody's using Bitcoin to buy things. They're using it to speculate, hoping the price will go up. Isn't that very dangerous with what we've seen in the world before?
Look, yeah, that's very true. Our research also showed that 83% of respondents use Bitcoin for investment purposes. So whether that's short-term investments or more sophisticated long-term investments, I think people should do their research before they decide to invest in the market. I think with a little bit of research, they should be able to find a trusted platform, a provider. They should educate themselves about the risks linked to Bitcoin. It's a highly volatile, it's not a safe short-term investment opportunity at this stage. We believe in the long-term potential that this technology holds. So people should really think they should apply normal investment principles when considering investing in cryptocurrency. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and familiarize yourself with the technology before you enter the market.
Could we say it's very unsafe, short-term, long-term? So this is a bit of a gamble. Like you say, no one knows where it's going.
Well, yeah, to some extent, yes. Short term, I think definitely it's a gamble. I think in the long term, you need to look at the fundamentals of Bitcoin and blockchain and the technology and the potential that it has in the financial system.
So you don't give advice at all? Would you say don't don't spend money. You need to. What does everyone say? You need to pay your kids' school fees with.
So I can't give financial advice, but what I would say is start small. So a general misconception in this market is that you have to buy one Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin for 10, 20 Rand. So I would encourage people to do that. Into the market with 20, 50 Rands. Deposit funds into Luno wallet provider. Test out the product, learn more about the risks, become educated, and then make an informed decision down the line once you feel comfortable.
All right, so nobody knows where it's going, but thank you. Interesting. That was Luno's country manager, Marius Reitz, talking about the fall in Bitcoin. Is at the bottom yet? All right, let's